Previously on The Celebrity Apprentice, Sharon Osbourne grew tired of tenacity.
Not a sweet victory. I don't like the dynamic of what's going down with the women.
But with only Bret Michaels and Curtis Stone left on the men's team, Trump made a surprise move.
Rock solid, you've hit rock bottom. Curtis, Maria, Sharon, switch up right now.
Then, the new teams were tasked with creating and selling a celebrity workout class.
This is a money-raising task, so call all of your friends and come down.
As project manager, Sharon cut loose, putting the rock in rock solid.
Bending over and thrusting.
You know you want to.
Pump up the wiener. Pump up the wiener. When we got the rock and roll theme going, it was like, yeah.
Under Holly Robinson Pete's leadership, the new tenacity took a conservative approach.
Curtis and I really stepped up to create the exercise, mostly because we have a lot of experience when it comes to exercising.
When it came time to start the classes, both teams flexed their Rolodexes.
Yes. Oh, thanks, Nick, the Lady Gaga.
$10,000 from Piers Morgan.
But neither project manager was feeling confident.
I desperately need that 10 grand or else I'm probably not gonna win this. I just kept thinking that Sharon was calling, you know, Sir Elton John and, you know, the Queen of England, and I don't know if I can compete with that.
I need you to just stand in for people who couldn't be here.
Okay.
I'm trying to say politely as possible, where's the money? I need your money.
When the totals were counted,
Rock Solid raised $131,803.
Wow. Don, tell me.
They raised $206,090.
$347,893, Holly.
Holly proved the strongest of all, winning the most money for a single task in Apprentice history.
Can I just say?
Yes.
I'm gonna be cutting directly a check to Sharon's charity. For you, I have to.
But Holly wasn't the only one feeling generous.
I'm not going to fire anybody tonight.
Awesome.
That is a lot of money.
Holly, to your charity, my love.
Thank you, babe. Cheers.
Incredible job.
Oh, here you go. To Holly.
What this amount of money can do for the Holly Rod Foundation is tremendous. I've been away from my children for a while now, and to be able to call them and tell them that, you know, Mommy won all this money, I'm just so proud.
Mr. Trump, he brings the jeopardy in every single time. I knew it when he said to you, you've lost, because he was winding you up. And then I knew. I was just gutted when we found out that we'd lost. It's a tough pill to swallow. We raised a lot of money, but if anybody was going to get it, I'm glad that Holly got it. But am I pissed? Sure, I'm pissed.
I saw my husband, who I haven't seen in a long time. He was a sight for sore eyes, and I just was so happy to see him.
How are you?
I'm good. I have something to tell you.
I know, you're making me nervous. What's going on?
You and I made a family decision that I would leave for an extended period of time. But anyway, I mean, the whole reason is because of these kids with autism. I am so thrilled to be playing for the Holly Rod Foundation. We are raising money to help parents and children affected by autism, help them access affordable treatment for their children. So I was the project manager of Last Task, and I have something to give you. This is what I got from this task. Open it up.
So, you won?
Just open it and just see what it is.
347,000. I got to see my wife. I was so excited to see her. And I watched the show all the time, and when she was gonna be on, I was like, great, it's gonna raise money for Holly Rod, but never in my wildest dreams did I think it was gonna be $347,000. So I'm ecstatic right now. Okay, I have a little surprise for you, too.
What?
I know you've been gone a long time, but...
That Rodney Pete, he's always surprising me. Just when I think I'm surprising him, he surprises me. We've been one-upping each other for our whole marriage. Hi, Mom. Hi, Rodney. Oh, my God. You guys, I'm so glad to see you. I miss you guys so much. You happy to see me? I want to stay here. You want to stay with Mom? I started the Holly Rod Foundation because all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we get this devastating diagnosis of autism for our oldest son. And it just brought us to our knees, literally, as a family.
$347,893
For Holly Rod.
for Holly Rod.
So many parents are out there with children with autism, and they don't even have an opportunity or way to treat them. With $347,000, there's so much we can do. There's so many people with autism that we can help and families that we can assist. So it was just like a dream come true. It was probably one of the best days of my life.
Good morning.
Good morning.
We're standing in the ballroom of Trump Soho, just opening. This is the last room we have to complete, and we're very excited about it. Now, to my left are two great executives, Jim Abrams and John Young. They're with Clockwork Home Services. Tell us about your company.
We're the parent company to three great brands. Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning, and Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician.
As the co-founders of the company, we made a commitment to build the world's largest home services company. And you can help us achieve that goal by creating 3 radio commercials, 1 for each brand. You're going to be judged on your originality, the brand integration, and live performance of the commercials.
All right, pick your project managers, please.
You good?
You want it? What do you think?
I think you should do it.
You want to do it?
Okay, Sharon, who's your project manager?
Brett.
It would be me.
Really? Wow.
It'd be tough for me because on time is not my specialty.
That's true.
So I'm going to
You've
fix
proven
that
that.
today. I'm going to fix
This
it.
is not a man that knows about time, fellas. He could not work for Clockwork.
As soon as Mr. Trump presented the task, I felt that I could do this. I could be project manager, singing jingles in a studio. What could possibly go wrong?
Holly, who's your project manager?
Summer
I am.
Sanders.
Okay, very solid player. In fact, she could work for you.
I don't know why I volunteered to be project manager. I have no experience with recording studios and stuff like that. But I've got Cyndi Lauper, obviously proven artist. Holly Robinson Peete started out as a singer and actress, and so I knew I had a great support system.
The project manager of the winning team will get $20,000 for your charity.
Mr. Trump, we'd like to add an additional $20,000 and match that for this charity.
You heard that, $40,000.
Yes.
You all escaped at the last boardroom. I promise you, somebody will be fired at the next boardroom, and it could be 2.
Whenever you get a free ride from Mr. Trump, there's something waiting on the other end. So we're all a little concerned that 2 of us are going to get fired at some point.
Now, to my right is Eric Trump. Eric is my 3rd child. He's a Georgetown graduate, and he's here for the very first time. Eric and Ivanka will be my eyes and ears. Well, listen, go out, do a great job, $40,000 to the winning project manager. Sounds good to me.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
care.
Thank you. Thank you.
Awesome, let's do it. All
All right, so we got to have fun today and just think about each one of these and create each one with its own little special twist.
Yeah. I honestly think that we work well as a team because we're all very rock and roll. We all are very similar.
How about this? My name's Ben Frank, and I'm here to say you got a problem in your toilet, that's okay, because I can plunge it out.
For 1 hour air conditioning and heating. I'm freezing, help me.
I'm freezing and I can't get up.
Yes, I'm freezing.
Maybe I got you 1 hour of power. Let me warm you with this. Let Mr. Sparky crawl in bed with you and light up your On the way over in the van ride, Sharon and Marie and I were losing it. I mean, we were completely perving out.
Can I suck your plunger, Mr. Franklin? Oh, Mr. Franklin, can I suck your plunger?
Sharon is funny because sometimes she is completely out there. I mean, God says stuff that blows my mind, and I thought I've heard it all, right?
Have you been up a storm?
Have you got the poops?
What is it? No, as you're dialing the number, you know, you can hear farting as you...
Oh, wait.
Coming up.
How does humor do in your ads?
Humor is difficult to pull off.
Plumbers have been kind of the butt of jokes.
And later.
I want to make sure that I'm 100% clear with you.
All right. You were not feeling any input from us ladies.
They don't listen to me. They don't listen to anyone. They know everything.
Our job is to create 3 radio commercials.
My main concern is if it's funny, it makes them listen. So that's what I was thinking.
They may, but you know, you never know. I learned that the hard way. The task is to create 3 30-second radio spots for Clockwork Home Services. I think the task is very exciting, it's creative, it's fun, and I think every one of us can bring a little something to it.
Can I just go through like a few tasks right away? Cindy, I want you to do like the lyrics and the music, and we come up with a jingle.
Yeah.
So in this task, Cindy will play a very important role, and Cindy is extremely creative, but all over the place. And that's why it's so important for me to keep Cindy focused.
I would like to do a voiceover and a jingle.
So maybe you have a voiceover in one of them and a jingle in a
Yeah.
You know, I don't have a problem doing a jingle either.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
So, Cindy wants to grasp things in her own language. She sort of marches to her own music. But let me tell you something about Cindy. Cindy's a creative mind, and creative minds are wired differently. The key is how Summer manages Cindy. I think if we charge her
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Make sure we got everything. Thank you, Maria Licious.
No problem.
We've got half an hour for our meeting. Oh, here we go, look. There's Ben Franklin.
The punctual plumber.
On-time electrician.
When we first got to the war rooms at the recording studio, I realized we were right across the lobby from the enemy. So I immediately took our posters and huge signs and moved them into our room.
Yeah, we need those in here.
Please.
Then I accidentally flipped theirs around so they couldn't see the slogans of the company. Horrible, horrible man. How you doing, guys?
When does that guy come? At any minute. 10:15 was our time.
Well, hello. Hi. I'm Holly. Nice to see you, John. Both Summer and I were excited for the executive meeting. The executive meetings in these tasks are so key. And I've learned after many tasks to ask specific questions and watch their body language.
Is humor super important to you, or is it more of reality and here's how we work?
I know there's a lot of jokes around plumbers, but, you know, these men have families, they have children, and their kids are proud of what they do. So, you know, we represent really a lot of hard-working people that get in and do things that nobody else wants to do. Humor at their expense, I wouldn't want to see.
When we got a chance to talk to the executives, we pretty much learned that they have very strong values. They're really into good service, and most importantly, we just knew that we weren't going to push the envelope. Why Ben Franklin?
Well, Benjamin Franklin's an icon of the country, and when he moved from Boston to Philadelphia, the one thing he took with him was his bathtub, so he was thinking plumbing early on.
Because he took a lot of baths in France.
She is a wealth of knowledge right there. I'm telling you.
There was no plumbing then. That was like buckets of water in a big tub.
Right, early plumbing.
That's true. Okay, early plumbing. You know, I saw John Adams on HBO. Apparently, Ben Franklin enjoyed taking baths with women and things, you know. And so I thought that was funny. Benjamin Franklin was so key in the revolution that kind of is so, but I don't know if it's ever been used.
This is my first real time working with Cindy. I think what you need to do with Cindy is really harness her energy and let her excel at what she's good at.
I don't have any more questions.
Me
Do you
neither.
guys?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you
Well,
guys
thank you.
are...
One more time. I remember the old beer commercials. If it's Benjamin Franklin, I think, well, all right, but it's nice to know about the tub.
Very good. Awesome.
Great. Thank
Thanks,
you
you
very much.
guys. Pleasure to meet you, yeah.
Curtis, pleasure to meet you.
All I have to say is that their world is going to be rocked when they go over there to Sharon.
Yeah, they're not going to be ready for that movie. Probably the thing that stuck out the most in the executive meetings was that I think it's very key for us to not go too far out of the box. Now, those cats next door in Rock Solid, they're way too wild for this task.
We're going around, and I'm tooting.
Here they come.
Hello. Nice to meet you. I'm Brett.
Hi
nice
there.
to meet you.
I'm Maria.
We have lots of great questions. When Jim and John came in, the executives from Clockwork, I had a bazillion questions I needed to ask them. I want to know exactly where they wanted to go, because my jingles were already getting way too out there. You're looking for more of Americana feel, a new ad?
Right, what we want to do is just grab their mind and say, okay, plumbing is Ben Franklin, electric Sparky, and air conditioning is 1 hour. If we could get that link in their mind so that they think this service, this company.
How does humor do in your ads?
Humor is difficult to pull off. When somebody does hit it, it's great.
We don't want to make it where it's offensive humor, because that's not what you're looking for. But we go out there and then we reel it back in.
The only thing I'd be concerned about is, of course, plumbers have been kind of the butt of jokes. Humor at their expense, I think, would not be a good thing.
Absolutely. The 800 cash, was that a cash or credit? You got cash back.
For Ben Franklin,
For Ben
if it's
Franklin.
any delay, it's you, we pay.
Yes.
We pay $5 for every minute we're late. The other two services, if we're late, you do not pay for the repair.
Can you imagine a homeowner right now in this economy going, listen, if these guys show up late, they're giving me $100. I'm gonna myth my address when you guys come out to my house. Yeah, that was 992. Oh, I'm sorry, did I say that wrong?
The executives were very corporate. They were like as serious as a heart attack. There were no laughs coming out of those two. You know, you want to say, lighten up, boys. Of course I didn't.
Thank you for your time, we appreciate it.
Pleasure meeting
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Very nice to meet
Nice
you.
meeting you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks again, guys. Oh, this is gonna be good.
Get rid of 3 of us tomorrow?
It's okay. Guys, let's just laugh it off.
Coming up.
I love your creativity.
All right.
But I would love for you to listen to all of us.
I get tired of the whole people turning their backs on me. That I'm not in high school anymore.
And later.
You gotta stop. I feel like I've fallen into a bad musical right now. Never happened.
right now it's about the creative. So we got to get the creative, the storyboard basically for each one.
Yeah, okay, so you guys are each doing one of the commercials. You have Ben Franklin, Punctual Plumber, and that's yours to work on. My strategy as project manager was to make sure that I tasked out each of the commercials. So I handed Holly a commercial, I handed Curtis a commercial, and I handed Cindy a commercial. And then I'll make the final approval.
I think it's important to have some sort of little verbal exchange experience.
I think it is important.
Listen,
yes.
A lot of people don't know that Ben Franklin was punctual. Right. So maybe it's Thomas Jefferson going, oh, Ben Franklin, yes, Thomas Jefferson or something, you know, when will you be ready to go to Paris? And I heard you want to take your bathtub. Maybe that's wrong.
Listen, last time I was project manager, I got in the boardroom and I threw you under the bus. So I want to make sure that I'm 100% clear with you. I love your creativity.
All right.
I want you to go for it with your creativity, but I would love for you to listen to all of us. Cindy needs to be told exactly what to do. And honestly, that's the way it works in any business. A good manager knows how to manage everyone the way they need to be managed. So I just wanted to be clear up front.
You were not feeling any input from us ladies, and this is very important that you open yourself up to input on it.
So tell me what my task is exactly. I did whatever they asked me to do. I wasn't the leader, and even if I was, they don't listen to me. They don't listen to anyone. They know everything. I get tired of the whole people turning their backs on me. Dad, I'm not in high school anymore. Yeah, okay.
You're gonna be a bitch by the end of this thing if your life depends on it. No, that was very good, very clear. Curtis, this is where our issues came before, was that she was just all over the place and couldn't redirect her, you couldn't focus her.
There's a little bit of a different vibe with Tenacity than there wasn't with Rock Solid.
And we have to be very, very close and keep her.
Yeah, you're right.
Holly and Summer are very methodical and very disciplined in the way they go about their tasks. And let's face it, they can be a little bit bitchy.
You are right. We've got to come up with a jingle and we've got to get the concept down.
We got to make sure we apply the jingle and the actual work. We have to create 3 30-second live radio spots for Mr. Sparky Electric, Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, and 1 hour heating and air conditioning.
Which one do you want to start on first? 1 hour?
Yes.
Air conditioning and heating?
No, heating and air conditioning.
No, air conditioning and heating.
Look at mine, heating and air conditioning.
Uh-oh. All right, what does the yellow folder say? Heating and air conditioning.
They did it wrong in that truck.
How dare they? 1 hour heating and air conditioning is a pain in the ass because it doesn't flow when you say it. Their logo is always on time or you don't pay a dime.
What if it was something like, okay.
It's hot out. It's hot outside. Can I rely on you? Yes, we'll be there. I'm feeling cold. We'll get you some hot air. Down. Because this is time-consuming, this jingle. As a project manager, I wanted all 3 of us to work on all 3 jingles all the time. It's also a little bit of what slowed us down. All right, so I'm just go with me. Let's here we got to open up and have fun. Bling, bling, 1 hour heating and air conditioning. How can we help you? My goodness, I'm feeling hot and sticky. 1 hour will be there very quickly. Like, feeling hot.
Sticky with my little
No, but it's funny though. I'm feeling so hot and sticky, right?
Brett wanted to do something that sounded a bit sexy, but those executives were very, very corporate, very politically correct.
1 hour, got the power, always on time, or you don't pay a dime. Boom.
For 1 hour heating and air conditioning. I mean, I'm probably a bit weak in the musical department, so in terms of...
Cindy can help you with that, and Holly too.
So what Summer did was split up these 30-second commercials. That the first 20 seconds or so would be some kind of written component, and the last 10 seconds or so would be a jingle. Okay, so let's see if I can do this in 20. 1 hour heating and air conditioning, how can we save your time? I need someone to come out and look at my heater. Would 4 to 5 p.m. today suit you? But can you really stick to a time? It's just I've got so much on.
There was a problem with Curtis's radio spot in that he's from Australia, and so they just have a different way of speaking, not just accent, but like the words that they use.
I like the concept.
Beautiful.
Thanks, Curtis.
Yeah.
There are words and things in there that are wrong. I got so much on today or something. He's trying to say, I got a lot going on. It needs to be tweaked.
You're right.
I think the weakest player on our team was Curtis. He doesn't have the ability to create a jingle. He was very far out of his element. I'm gonna change a few of your words, okay?
Yeah.
Don't take it personally.
Coming up.
We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our
I think they won't like it. It was a big risk.
What the hell?
And later.
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Curtis thinks he's so hot.
All right, let's move on. What's our next one?
Shall we do Benjamin?
Absolutely.
Okay, so it starts with the ring ring.
The
Right.
punctual plumber.
And the woman is saying that her pipes are blocked.
Right.
Or frozen. The task today is to produce, write, and perform 3 live radio spots for the company that has heating and air conditioning, and also plumbers and electricians.
Bust it out, Benny. And just get like a groove going for Benjamin Franklin plumbing. Yeah, bring it, bring it, bring it. Like something that's just, is that pretty good? Or no? Just go with me on this. Ring, ring, right? Hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
What the hell?
We know people like to crack a lot of jokes, and it's gonna go
You
crack.
can't.
I think they won't like it. It's a very big risk to put that in the radio spot. The executives of the company wanted to avoid any cheap shots at plumbers, cracks, you know, plumbers belly, you know, the butt crack, all of that.
I'm telling you right now, that's the jingle.
Oh, they won't like that.
They'll love it.
This is so tough to decide what is too far.
I don't think those people will laugh.
You gotta do it.
Sharon and Maria definitely thought there should be no line about the crack in there.
And I said, you know what? How about this? You fix a problem by addressing a problem. I'll take the fall.
Listen, I've possessed some plumber's crack a few times in my life, and I know how hurtful it is when people have made fun of me. So I try to never make fun of plumber's crack. It's a serious matter.
I will take the fall on this one. If I'm wrong, it's just good. I'm telling you, I will not throw you under the bus. I will take the sword. Okay, so that sucker's done. Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, on time, every time.
Just call Ben. Just call 877-BEN-7077.
Yeah, but can you make it faster? Like, just call 877-70-Ben-79, whatever. Can you make it a little faster?
Oh, yeah. I'm just
Okay,
saying,
cool.
yeah, you can make anything fast as long as it's clear. That's all right.
exactly.
So, all right, so.
Cindy started doing jingles, and I knew that Cindy was gonna need a little help getting her script together, so I did the creative testimonial for her commercial. Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. I woke up Saturday morning to a flooded bathroom. This couldn't have happened on a worse day. 20 girls were on their way over for my daughter's 10th birthday party. I called Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, and with their 24/7, 365 days a year service, a skilled and courteous professional was at my door in no time. It's definitely a challenge, fitting stuff into 30 seconds, but I think it was important for us to include a lot of the points that the executives had brought up. Ding! He gave me straightforward pricing, fixed the leak, and guaranteed his work for 2 years. The birthday party was a huge success, thanks to Benjamin Franklin. I've found a plumber for life.
Okay, you're at 40 seconds.
It's pushing so long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's too much information.
I think the more that we can give people about what makes them different is perfect.
I just wonder whether it's a little bit rushed, and it doesn't really sink in.
I personally don't think so. That's the kind of pace that we want, and it's straightforward.
I think that we were copy heavy. I think that we tried to fit in too much information. Now, I get it. You're paying for 30 seconds. You want to utilize every last second. But you need to understand the gist of what's being spoken, not at all just blurted out in a couple of seconds.
You don't have to say the punctual plumber.
It's okay. All of them, they just have to be fast.
You're a afraid of the dark. I will give you a spark. That's why I'm Mr. Sparky. Mr. Sparky. Mr. Sparky to the rescue. When I'm working creatively, I'm either listening to music or humming the thought process out. So I was listening to every idea that was getting thrown out, and then I was repeating it back with some kind of tone to it. Won't you give me a spark, Mr. Sparky? I'm all alone tonight.
Never happened.
He'll pull you through your biggest plights.
We gotta be simplistic. We're getting too, Maria is literally living out a musical. I feel like I've fallen into a bad musical right now. She is singing out everything, and I'm like, seriously, Sharon and me look at each other, we're like, we need a break. You gotta stop now. I don't think we want everything to be 1930s.
Lights went out and gave me a fright. Please fix my line, Mr. Sparky.
That's Maria. It's like I keep saying, you know, Maria, you tell her to shut up. It's like she's waterproof. Maria's waterproof. It doesn't penetrate. She's like, oh, yeah, oh, back again.
I think we're gonna lose it. I think they'll be like, what time zone are they living? We could be like, 88, 88, Sparky. 88, 88.
88, Sparky.
Maria!
All right, ready?
Mr. Sparky. Hey, Jen, how does that gorgeous new ceiling fan look in your den?
It's not up yet.
You bought it a month ago.
Harold insists on installing it himself.
So we're being judged on originality, brand integration, and the overall performance of the 30-second spot.
We're on time, you will see, or the repair is free.
Call 8888 Sparky.
Straightforward, typical.
Our scenarios right now are really vanilla.
Yeah, we already realized that they're not that original.
Yeah.
So how would we make it more original?
I guess the way to think more out of the box with it is to say, what's a situation that you've been caught in before that would be really embarrassing? I think that we should probably be pushing the envelope a little bit more, being a bit more daring, you know, I mean, that's why this company's come to Celebrity Apprentice, to try and get a bunch of celebrities to be really creative. So I think we could be a bit more edgy. See, from a guy's perspective, your first thought of a plumber going around to your wife's house when you're not around is that he's not just fixing the pipes.
Yeah.
It's always a joke, right? It's like, the kid doesn't look anything like you. What's the milkman's,
pool boy.
you know, like what's going on with the electrician's got brown eyes.
Well, I have to tell you, the
Done
first
something
thing I thought of was how my husband clogs the toilet on a regular.
Yeah.
But I just don't feel like they're gonna think it's funny.
Yeah.
They said no.
They sorted out our house's pipes. I wish they could sort out Johnny's pipes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
It's not gonna work.
A lot of things came to my mind, but
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we're probably better off being safe, but that's a call you have to make.
Because at the moment, it's just like the most obvious
Right.
route to market, right?
And bland. And not funny.
Well, do you want to take a vote? I mean, do we make it edgier?
I'm wondering, you know, these things are so subjective. I'm wondering, like, originality versus core messaging.
You know what? I think starting out with straightforward and to the point, better. The safe is better. I think it is. You know, I just have to stick with my decision. And my gut tells me that conservative is what the executives want.
We're the safer group. They're probably gonna do something more outrageous and more original.
Oh my God. These women were just, you know, very serious. Who the hell wants to live in that conservative environment? It's so uncreative. It's not funny. I was on the Girls Want to Have No Fun at All team. Are we having any fun yet?
Coming up.
We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
I don't know that I would have made that same decision. He's definitely taking a risk.
And later.
You don't like Curtis very much.
Not a lot. He's very smug. Put another shrimp on the barbie.
I look at him and I'm like, I want to punch you.
Okay. I wanna do it as cool as we can, and we gotta be straight, but let's not go all the way into the makes me nauseous world, you know? You know, you have that cheese factor. All right.
Now that we have the creative almost dialed in, Cindy will play a very important role when it comes to working with the band.
Can I work with you?
I would have been in over my head trying to put together music and bands. It was really great to watch her work.
I was horrified I was writing jingles, especially when I started doing the 1 hour heating and air conditioning. And I thought, oh my God. 888-333-8888, 'cause we are never late. Yeah. But really, it's catchy.
Cindy, you sound awesome. You guys all sound awesome.
All right, but we gotta get that revolution.
Yeah, so let's go.
You're gonna sing the lead?
Yeah, I'll just sing the lead.
Yeah, because I can already hear Donna go, how do you not sing the lead?
I know.
You won as many Grammys.
I know. Do you like it, or you like it the way it was?
I like it. It's good. It's good.
Right.
We got to get this right.
So,
I really like Cindy, and everything that she does, I think, is gorgeous. She brings this great creative energy and passion.
I think you got it. Shut the click off. Let's play it. You guys.
And you know, watching her bossing around the vocalist and bossing around the sound mixer, I think it's great.
333-8888, 'cause we are never late. Done. Next. Just have to hear it. We got the track. We'll be okay.
Ben, 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 Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. Ben, Ben, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
All right. That was really good. Hold on 1 second.
Hi.
Hello, Ivanka. How are you doing?
Good. How's
Come
it
on
going?
in and join us. You want to sing?
I do not.
I think you would do well.
It's not that I don't want to sing. It's that none of you guys want to hear me sing.
You just went in there and belted it out. You're like, whoa. You just... All right.
So how are you guys feeling?
Good.
It's nice to lose and still all be here, right?
No, it's
It's like
great.
a second lease on life, I'm sure.
For me, it's awesome. We're giving Mr. Sparky a whole new life right now.
Yeah.
Mr. Sparky, they start out 88 Sparky, so you hear big band feel, right?
Are you singing or?
No,
or
they're
the
singing for
sessions?
now.
He's
and
doing
then,
the voiceover.
And then I do the voiceovers to bring it all back in to make sure we actually get what they want across.
But it's one of those hooks that drives you crazy.
And the other one is, hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense.
Let me guess, that's a play.
No!
A minor. Minor.
They did not, here's what I
They
figured.
didn't want that sort of thing.
They told you specifically they don't want jokes made at their expense. You know, it's a bit of a risk. They're fully aware of the fact that the executives do not want them making stereotypical jokes about plumbers. And yet they chose to integrate the word crack into their jingle. So, you know, I don't know that I would have made that same decision. He's definitely taking a risk.
We plumbers know you crack a lot of jokes at our expense. I won't emphasize crack.
No.
I called Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. He showed up on time, was clean, friendly, courteous, and a total gentleman.
Team Tenacity.
Hi,
how
are you?
Doing well, how are you? Summer's project leader, how's it going?
This team is unbelievable. Eric came in to take a look at us, being that he's the eyes and ears, and he came in at a great time because the singers were there and the band was there, so he really got a chance to see what we were doing.
What are you guys doing on the creative side?
We got a sense from them that the company's very wholesome. We asked them if they're into funny, and they kind of gave us a, not so funny.
But how do you create something that they remember?
We need the jingle to be catchy and short and that people can remember.
What's a jingle? Can I hear it?
You want to hear it? He wants to hear it.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
Let's play it.
All right.
From the top.
Safe delay, it's you we pay. Call 877-BEN-1776.
Are your other ones similar?
No. the other one's
Completely different.
Yeah, you want to hear that?
Yeah, sure. Let me hear one more.
Play the
1 hour.
Here's playback.
Okay.
Looking at Tenacity, I think they were doing a great job. I think they came up with a good beat. I think it sounded good. Is this something that would really separate itself from any of the other commercials that you hear every morning? I don't know if it does. I think it did sound a little bit generic. Very interesting.
Coming up.
You want to
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Curtis thinks he's so hot.
And later.
88, 88.
Okay, I don't have no voice. I'm not gonna perform it.
I was very concerned. Is Trump gonna say, why in the world didn't you use Cyndi Lauper?
I'm so stressed right now.
Let me order some food here in a minute.
Everybody's got pizza around.
Can you steal me a slice of pizza?
Yes.
Thank you.
You want some pizza?
You don't see nothing! So I go and I steal a piece of pizza for Brett, and Curtis, he's just, I'm Australian and I'm the greatest, and I ordered pizza for just my crew, and come on, don't you care about this man's feelings? Like, you know, what if he passes out?
Curtis is so mad right now.
No.
For real.
Oh, is he puffy chested?
Uh-huh.
Oh, dear. Get a life. Curtis. You know, a 33-year-old young guy thinks he's so hot. That's a put-off for me. And it's like, God bless you, kid, but I've got nothing to say to you.
That ad will have a chef's ad in.
Of course it will. There'll be something about an apron in there or a frying pan. Mr. Pastry has his way.
Oh, you kill it.
All right, let me know when you're ready.
Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you turn me up? 1, 2. What is it again? For 1 hour heating and air conditioning. For 1 hour, oh, excuse me. 1 hour heating and air conditioning. For 1, 8, 8. All right, okay. 88, 88. Okay. Up again and I'm distorting.
My top end is really...
Let me just listen to that. My voice is killing me. Nina, can you sing that better than me? You have like some top end left. I have no upper partials at all.
Okay.
So
I'll give it a roll.
I couldn't sing. My voice was killing me. So I let one of the singers sing for me.
What do you mean? I'm not gonna perform it. I don't have a voice. It was a really hard position for me, being the leader of this task. And I didn't want to put Cyndi in an uncomfortable position if she wasn't 100%.
You know, if anything, you need an extra voice in the backgrounds. I could sing backgrounds.
I was very concerned because I felt, is Trump gonna say, why in the world didn't you use Cyndi Lauper and you have her on her team?
I'm so stressed right now.
Here's our thoughts. We're doing a little Brick House meets a little Jovi. You know what I mean? In our whole ad. Let's do it. It starts out with a phone call. I want to make 1 hour air conditioning and heating. Very funky, very cool, very memorable. It's also the one that is, without a doubt, the most liberal commercial we got going.
All right, here we go.
My air conditioning's out. I'm feeling hot and sticky.
No worries, 1 hour will be there quickly.
Can I rely on you to cool me down on time? We came up with just the best music ever. 70s porn music. 1 hour's got the power to safely and effectively handle all your heating and air conditioning needs. And mixed it with a very good infomercial. I can't think of a better way to sell heating and air conditioning. Ow. Yes, I needed that ending. Thank you, thank you.
I'm just worried that it's gonna... I don't know, maybe
I'm worried that it's going to be a bit patchworky.
The music and the bass I'm keeping is very simplistic because we got to do this live. Otherwise, this whole thing's a disaster. That's why, if you understand why I'm keeping everything linear and box. I normally wouldn't do this. I mean, who literally does a live ad?
Coming up.
My feeling is that we're working with professionals. I would prefer to just let them go for it.
I know the part.
It's Cyndi Lauper. You can't give up on that voice. You've got to use her. It's crazy not to.
What's the order of presentation?
That's all determined by us, I believe. Today is the morning of our presentation to the two executives. We have 3 30-second live feed commercial spots. We need to deliver it to time, exactly 30 seconds, and everybody needs to be spot on. So Curtis, does Brett do this kind of warm-up before his singing?
Not really. I don't know how Cindy warms up her voice. I think it had something to do with something to do with biting her finger and warming her. I mean, I don't get it.
So Cindy is going to attempt to sing what the girl sang yesterday. We're going to give it a shot.
I couldn't figure out why you were warming up.
So this morning, Cindy has decided that maybe she'd like to try to sing on one of the jingles. I mean, she's the one who came up with the jingle, but still in the back of my mind, I wanted to make sure that it sounded right.
What we're being judged on, it's all about live performance.
Yeah.
So.
No, I can do live performances because I do it for a living.
Sorry.
They were worried because I had laryngitis, but I went back and I slept and I did steam on my voice, and then I did some vocal exercises, but I really need to try and fix this.
You can't, doing that live is like almost impossible.
I'm kind of worried.
I'm in full get her done mode. 88, 88 Sparky, 88, 88 Sparky, on a cool dark night. This morning, Maria, Sharon, and I hit the ground running, and they could see I had my game face on. They knew I was there to have fun, but I needed to get it done today.
Which one do you want to start with?
88, 88 Sparky, and then when we hit, the porn one is not as bad as we thought it was. I love it, man. I think it's funny. Listen, like I said, I go into sword on that one. I fully understand your concerns. Sharon was pretty reluctant about the 70s porn 1 hour heating and air conditioning. She knew I was really pushing the envelope. These have attitude. Without an attitude and no kahunas, what do you got? Sharon, this is me reeling myself in. Because if it was me, I'd have had it even go with me. You help me, or otherwise I'd have been like, oh yeah, baby, you've got Sparky. Like,
I'm gonna put my plunger up your pipes.
Let's go out big.
Do what your gut tells you, and then you go out the way you want to go out.
Exactly. I'm bringing my A game.
Cindy, which ones were you wanting to sing on? Okay, 1 hour?
1 hour.
Okay. You want to take this moment and...
Yes. Thank you.
So right now I'm just going to...
Will you help me decide if it should be her or the other? I don't think her voice is mainstream enough for this type of thing.
Check, yeah.
I'm a little nervous about Cindy singing live because I don't know if she's going to be able to nail it. All of our voices are a little rusty, so I think it's important to let the professionals that do this every single day just do their thing.
Best in the business. Heating and air conditioning.
All right, stop. Just let me hear that again, the guy.
The other girl will...
And the technicians?
The best in the business. 1 hour heating and air conditioning.
I think she's so cute. I like her. In my opinion, if you do use her and she doesn't sound so great, then you're not going to hear that perfect vocal that your other girl gave you.
I agree, but it's a tough one.
That's fine.
This is your deal. The 1 hour heating and air conditioning spot was the one I was the most concerned about. That was the one where Cindy decided to sing live at the last minute. And I was just nervous about her coming in on her cue. If I were project manager, I would have quickly put the kibosh on that.
Again, just that one part.
Let's just do the music.
I decided to sing because I was in a better voice, not great voice, but better voice. And I felt that the sound of my voice would add character to the jingle.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. I just don't want him to say, why didn't you sing blah, blah, blah.
I understand.
And then have all the...
But I think we need to take the boardroom out of it.
I am.
My feeling is that we're working with professionals who did this yesterday, who had the script practice all night long. I would prefer to just let them go for it.
No, it's fine. I mean, I know the part.
I think it'd be a waste not to use it. Summer and Holly were both very nervous about Cindy singing live. They came to the conclusion that she shouldn't sing the lead, and I said it's a mistake. It's Cyndi Lauper. You can't give up on that voice. You've got to use her. It's crazy not to.
I think I should sing the lead.
We'll see.
Have a seat. How are you guys doing today?
Looking forward to hearing the commercials.
Right, that's good. Okay, good.
Ben, Ben. Oh.
All right, we're ready with the Mr. Sparky.
All set, Brett? Kelly, you all set upstairs?
Sure.
We're on.
Let's rock it. We are performing 3 live 30-second spots for executives in another room. I feel like I'm in the movie Seabiscuit. You know what I mean? And like we're making walking sounds while we're singing. It's so old school, but it's actually kind of fun. We're all ready? Okay, everybody, here we go. First of all, I want to wish a very good morning to Clockwork executives Jim Abrams and John Young. Team Rock Solid welcomes you and thanks you for the opportunity to perform these 3 live radio spots. Our first spot is for Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. Hit it, Rob.
Sparky, 88 Sparky.
On a cold dark night, when you have no light, you should have no fear. Mr. Sparky's here.
That's right. At Mr. Sparky's Service and Repair, we understand your time is valuable. That's why we guarantee our work, our service, and our commitment 24/7 to being on time every time, or your repair is free. Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. Call 8888 Sparky.
I hated the live feed. I'm a performer. I need to see faces and eyes. This live performance bit is like what they think. Oh, we don't know. We don't see their faces. Awesome. So we won't know until we get in the boardroom.
Guys, we're on for number 2.
We're on for number 2.
All right, for Jim and for John, here we go. We've got a very special second spot for you for 1 hour heating and air conditioning. Always on time or you don't pay a dime.
1 hour heating and air conditioning. How can we help you?
My air conditioning's out. I'm feeling hot and sticky.
No worries. 1 hour will be there quickly.
Can I rely on you to cool me down on time?
1 hour always on time or you don't pay a dime.
1 hour's got the power to safely and effectively handle all your heating and air conditioning needs. Please call us at 888-333-8888 or at www.onehourheatandair.com. Remember, 1 hour, always on time or you don't pay a dime.
Perfect. Get ready, guys. We're almost doing it.
We're ready. Here we go. Again, Jim and John, here we go. Our third and final spot is for Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber. Here we go.
All right, here comes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ben, Ben, Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense, but we here at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing take our job very seriously. We are competent, clean, on time, and friendly. We have the team, the tools, and the know-how to handle your every plumbing problem. We are neighborhood friendly and nationwide. It's time to call.
Ben, Ben, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
That's 1-877-BEN-1776. If there's any delay, it's you we pay. Nice job, man.
Well, those definitely had some originality.
If nothing else, we need to hire Brett Michaels as a salesperson with the introduction there.
He's definitely passionate about this. What do you think about the humor?
We kind of asked him to stay away from that, so that was a disappointment. I think that time could have been used better to talk about something else.
Right.
I'm very nervous about this only because of the client. I think that they will not get what we've delivered to them.
It is what it is. We've got what we got.
He told us he was going to take it to the edge and come back. Perhaps he should have come back a step further.
Yeah.
Okay, let's hear Tenacity's commercials.
Hi, guys.
Welcome
Okay, so everybody's going to be in this booth. Just before our live performances, I got this huge wave of anxiety. I got really nervous because I realized we get one shot at this. It's a live performance. And if any of them mess up, it's the difference between winning and losing.
We're ready to go.
Ready to go?
Listen to me.
Yeah.
My voice, just plain and simple, has a little more character, and I think it sounds better in the lead.
The only concern I had with Cindy singing was she might not be 100%. I was back and forth. I did not know what to do. And in the end, I just remember thinking, it's Cyndi Lauper. You know, if she's okay, have her sing it.
We're about to go. We got our cue.
You guys.
Tell everybody to focus.
We're on standby.
1 hour heating and air conditioning. How can we save you time?
My wife usually takes care of this stuff. Our heater broke. She says you won't make me wait around all day for my appointment.
Absolutely right, sir. We guarantee a window. We are always on time or you don't pay a dime.
A service like that, what's it going to cost me?
Once we diagnose the problem, we give you straightforward pricing. You give us the go-ahead and all our working products are guaranteed.
And the technicians?
The best of the business.
You're always thinking in the back of your mind, I hope the first one goes smooth, because otherwise we're in major trouble. But we've got 3 of these to get through. We need to do a really good job on all 3.
Ready to go?
We're on, guys.
Here comes.
As a busy mom, my schedule is packed. Between school drop-off, work, and soccer practice, I don't have time to sit around and wait for my plumbing appointment. My time is important, and Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, understands that. In fact, they guarantee it. If they're running behind, they'll pay $5 for every minute the technician is late, up to $300. You can't lose with Benjamin Franklin. Punctual, safe, and loyal. My plumber for life.
If there's any delay, it's you we pay. Call 877-BEN-1776.
Well done, well done.
That was really, really good.
Mr. Sparky is next.
Stand by. Ready?
Here comes.
Hey, how's that new ceiling fan look in your den?
It's not up yet.
You bought it a month ago.
Harold insists on installing it himself. Says he doesn't want to wait all day for some messy electrician with all those hidden costs.
I remember the last thing Harold installed. Blacked out the entire block. Look, call Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. They're clean, courteous, and no surprises at bill time.
Now that's a Mr. Sparky promise even Harold will love.
Just call 888-8-SPARKY.
Mr. Sparky, we're on time. You will see. Oh, the repair is free.
We're out.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Mr. Sparky.
So after our 3 spots, there was a huge sense of relief. I feel really confident that we put on 3 great live commercials. It's out of my hands as to whether or not it's what the executives wanted, but I know we did a good job.
Well, now that we've heard all 3, what did you think?
Well, as far as originality goes, I did like when the husband was talking about his wife. That is a little bit different. Well,
I think it went kind of fast. I guess 30 seconds is difficult to get that much information in. Interesting.
Yes.
Definitely covered all the bases there, I think.
They also used some humor in there, which I always think is a challenge, but I think they pulled it off on that one, so that was good. Well, we've got a lot to think about. Shall we go talk to Mr. Trump?
Let's go.
Coming up.
I said to him, so how come you made a Benjamin Franklin plumbing? Because, well, I saw that John Adams thing on HBO, and I saw him in the tub with a lot of French women.
I'm done.
Think you know what I like? Try to guess what I picked as this week's Real Kodak moment.
Was it Holly's surprise visit, Brett's sneaky sabotage, or Cindy sings a jingle? You have 24 hours to choose your Real Kodak moment. See if you agree with Mr. Trump and you'll be entered into a sweepstakes to win Kodak prizes.
To cast your vote, go to NBC.com. So, Eric, did you enjoy it?
I have. I loved it. Interesting. Very interesting, but it's been a lot of fun.
Good. Brett, how'd you do?
I think we did really well.
Why?
We came up with a very original concept for each of the songs, each of the jingles, and we had a lot of fun doing it, and we got it done, and we got it done on time.
Good. Sharon, how was Brett as the project manager?
Brett was fantastic.
fantastic.
You really believe that?
Seriously, no,
What
seriously.
did you think, Maria?
I thought he was very good.
Very good or fantastic?
That's her word, so wonderful. I thought he was wonderful.
All right, you thought he was good.
Yeah.
Brett, you felt comfortable?
I did. I felt comfortable in the studio. I liked being in the studio. And we just went in there and had a bazillion ideas. And then they helped me to focus. They wheeled it in, and all of us spit up some great ideas.
An interesting dynamic I observed actually was Sharon reining in Brett a bit, which I'm sure you're used to over the years reining in the rock star, but you were trying to make it a little more dry, a little bit more on point, the message, and maybe take a little bit of the edge out of it.
Is that true?
Yeah, it was interesting because Brett has all these fantastic ideas which are all doable, but we don't have the time.
So he does have amazing imagination.
A great imagination.
All right, good. Okay, Summer,
Yes,
what do you think?
I love my team.
Do you think your team won?
Oh, well, I hope our team
Do you
won.
like the end product?
Yeah, I loved our end product.
Why?
I think we listened to what the executives wanted, asked them great questions, and from what we got back from them, we developed 3 totally original jingles and commercials, and I thought they were great.
Who was your weak link?
I didn't have a weak link, but I had celebappr, who knows how
And
to...
Cindy was a strong link?
Very strong link.
Good. How was Holly?
Holly was amazing. I gave Holly one of them, and she wrote the creative. She directed it. She was one of our stars.
Curtis, what do you think? How did you do?
I think we did a good job.
You think you won, Curtis?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think you did a good job?
Yeah, I do think I did a good job.
I'm looking at Cindy. Cindy.
I don't know, it was the straightest. They were so conservative, these guys. And can I tell you?
Go ahead.
Well, I said to him, so how come you made a Benjamin Franklin plumbing? Because this is a guy who, you know, discovered electricity, right? So, you know, with the key and everything, and you always see him with the kite. Now he's a plumber, and I asked why, and he said because, you know, he was kind of into plumbing. I said, really? How? He said, well, they didn't really have plumbing in those days, but he took a tub with him wherever he went. And I said to him, well, you know, I saw that John Adams thing on HBO, and I saw him in the tub with a lot of French women. But no, I left that part out. I didn't tell him about the French women, but I was thinking, I said, well, I saw the John Adams thing.
I'm done.
No,
Very funny.
This is the Cindy they wanted, not the quiet Cindy.
No, they said no funny stuff. They said, we don't want any funny stuff about the plumbers.
Well, Rock Solid didn't seem to pay much attention to that advice. Why did you use the plumber's crack joke, Brett?
I didn't feel that we actually used it, and I got to stand up for Sharon and Maria. They both asked me not to do it. I think if you address something...
So if you lose, should you be fired if they're telling you not to do something that the executives are sort of saying, like, we don't want you to do?
I don't want to be fired, but I would have to own up to that one.
I didn't really get it, I have to be honest, even when you were explaining it to me in the moment. If they explicitly said, don't make jokes at the expense of the plumbers, and you integrated it, and I couldn't really understand why you felt the need. There was another way to make the commercials sort of have a little punch and a little humor, so why did you have to go that route?
I felt that these commercials, they want something that stands out for their company, and they want something that people are going to say, I remember that commercial. I stopped on the radio. When I hear commercials that just jamber the whole time without any humor, if you make yourself self-deprecation is a form of confidence.
Well, let's hear the commercial.
Ben, Ben, Ben.
Hi, I'm Ben, the punctual plumber from Benjamin Franklin Plumbing. We plumbers know people crack a lot of jokes at our expense, but we here at Benjamin Franklin Plumbing take our job very seriously. We are competent, clean, on time, and friendly. We have the team, the tools, and the know-how to handle your plumbing problems. We are neighborhood friendly and nationwide. It's time to call.
Ben, Ben, Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber.
That's 1-877-BEN-1776. If there's any delay, it's you we pay.
Okay, Rock Solid. Let's hear your commercial that they like the most. Your Mr. Sparky Electric. Let's hear it.
88, 88 Sparky. 88, 88 Sparky.
On a cold, dark night, when you have no light, you should have no fear. Mr. Sparky's here.
That's right. At Mr. Sparky's Service and Repair, we understand your time is valuable. That's why we guarantee our work, our service, and our commitment 24/7 to being on time, every time, or your repair is free. Mr. Sparky, America's on-time electrician. Call 8888 Sparky.
Ivanka, what did the executives think?
They thought that the phone number was extremely memorable. They thought the message was extremely clear, great brand integration. And of the three, this was the commercial that they felt they could really put on the air if they needed to.
That's awesome. Thank you.
What did you think, Summer, of their commercials?
I thought they were good. You know, it's hard to compare.
Better than yours?
No, I didn't think so, but ours are very different.
Curtis, what'd you think?
I thought they were a little bit inconsistent. I feel they were a little off-brand. One had a catchy jingle and the other didn't.
Sharon, how do you respond to that? Look at my Sharon. You didn't like his comments?
No,
You
I never
disagree
do.
with his comments?
Sorry?
You disagree with his comments?
Absolutely.
What do you think, Maria?
I disagree with him.
Okay. Eric, do you have anything to say?
Well, as far as tenacity, one thing that was said about all of the three commercials is that they thought you really packed too much into too short of commercials. They also thought your radio spots really lacked originality, but what they did like was hearing Cindy sing.
Well, let's hear the commercial with Cindy.
1 hour heating and air conditioning, how can we save you time?
My wife usually takes care of this stuff. Our heater broke. She says I won't have to wait around all day for my appointment.
Absolutely right, sir. We guarantee a window. We are always on time or you don't pay a dime.
But with service like that, what's it going to cost me?
Once we diagnose the problem, we give you straightforward pricing. You give us the go-ahead and all our work and products are guaranteed.
And the technicians?
The best in the business.
For 1 hour heating and air conditioning, call 888-333-8888, 'cause we are never late.
So the executives felt that you had a lot of words and it was hard to understand. By the way, I have to tell you, I agree with them. Now let's hear the one that they liked.
As a busy mom, my schedule is packed. Between school drop-off, work, and soccer practice, I don't have time to sit around and wait for my plumbing appointment. My time is important, and Benjamin Franklin, the punctual plumber, understands that. In fact, they guarantee it. If they're running behind, they'll pay $5 for every minute the technician is late, up to $300. You can't lose with Benjamin Franklin. Punctual, safe, and loyal. My plumber for life.
If there's any delay, it's you we pay. Call 877-BEN-1776.
Eric, what did the executives think?
Well, the executives thought that the music was very good and you really hit on the brand message of their company.
Okay, not bad, right?
Yeah,
Sharon?
very good,
Better
very
than yours?
professional. Different.
Would you say better or not?
No.
What did you think, Maria?
It sounded like a commercial, you know, and like any other commercial, I probably would click through it. And I just thought ours were more musical.
Okay. Brett, what do you think?
I think ours had a little more originality.
All right, let's find out who won. I thought both teams did a great job. Really a great job. I thought it was imaginative, every commercial. I thought they were really good. The executives thought one team was okay at best and one team was fantastic. Overall, one team just did a better job with all three commercials. Summer, what am I gonna do? What do you want me to do, Summer?
I'd like you to say that we won.
Well, I can't do that because you didn't win, Summer. You didn't win. Rock solid, you win. They loved, I have to say this, Sharon, they loved what you did.
They love what they did too, apparently.
Well, you really did. They felt you were fantastic. They're going to be using it nationwide, all over the place. Brett, very importantly, $40,000 to your charity.
Thank you very much, and thank you.
Once again, what is your charity, Brett?
My charity is the American Diabetes Association, the Brett Michaels Fund for Kids.
Very
with
good.
Leukemia. Yes, thank you very much.
So your daughter is very happy with you, Brett.
Thank you.
Very happy.
And I'd be happy to be their spokesperson.
Hey, Brett, before you leave,
Yes.
if you were me, you know these people. You've gotten to know them well. Who would you fire?
That's tough. I think I might start. I'd fire Summer because she's tough. And I'm not saying that because she sucks.
You're saying that because you want to get rid of her.
Damn straight.
Okay. Sharon, who do you think I should fire?
Oh, Curtis. God, yes.
You don't like Curtis very much.
Not a lot.
Why? Just...
He's very smug. He's, He's Australian. Yeah, I know. Put another shrimp on the barbie. It's, he's just too smug for me.
Are Australians like that?
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Really, I'm surprised to hear it. I think of Curtis as a nice guy. What do you think of what she's saying, Curtis?
I'm a bit surprised because Sharon and I haven't even got to work on the same team yet, so I'm not too sure.
I do agree with Sharon on this incident.
About
I don't know what
Curtis.
it is. I look at him and I'm like, I want to punch you for some reason.
This is tough. This is a tough room, Curtis.
I don't know why.
What do you say about this, Curtis?
I mean, I haven't got to work with Maria either, so they've obviously formed really strong opinions on me.
They really have formed strong opinions. I didn't know people would form. I don't know. He doesn't seem like that kind of a guy to me. Okay, let's go. Get out. Thank you. Congratulations, Sharon.
Thank you very much.
Good job.
Tell the guys
Good
thank
job,
you.
Brett.
That's
Excellent.
awesome. Yes. Come on, let's go party.
$40,000, Brett.
Thank you. Man, my heart was pounding. I gotta be honest, I couldn't even fake it. That's awesome.
Group hug.
Okay, tenacity. Unfortunately, somebody's going to be fired.
Sparky, 88 Sparky.
Being here in Celebrity Apprentice, I gotta tell you, it's such an amazing feeling. I'm proud to be here, I'm happy to be here, but it is a lot of hard work. And I just keep coming back swinging and fighting, and to still be standing here and make all this money and raise it for diabetes, that's a good day.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hey, here we go.
So what do you think, Summer?
Well, I'm disappointed. I thought it sounded great, but that's the one thing everyone was saying to me, are you nervous? And I just said I'm anxious because I
But
wanted...
you sort of get what they were saying, right?
I actually don't.
What do you think, Holly?
Just based on the fact that their team referred to a plumber's crack in any way, shape, or form, I'm surprised that they would want to use any of those spots. They were so adamant about, don't you dare
Yeah,
talk
but their
about
commercial was great. They were very, very specific, which you weren't. Yours was not as clear. Their commercials were so clear. That was a big advantage, I think.
Holly, how did you fit in it? You know, it's interesting in seeing Summer, you were doing a great job directing. You know, Cindy, you were doing a great job with the jingles and coordinating that, as I'd expect you to. But, you know, you seemed the most reserved, Holly. You kind of seemed in the background. You didn't say a whole lot to me when I was observing you.
No, I was doing a lot. I did the entire Mr. Sparky spot from top to bottom. I directed the jingle, and I also wrote all the creative.
Is it fair to say that Cindy, in many regards, actually carried the team? It seemed like she had a large part in writing many of these jingles, or at least directing the tone.
I think it's very fair to say that Cindy was a huge part of this. I mean, she was in her element, and I was proud of her because she was writing inside the box, which she doesn't usually do. There was no edge, you know, to what we were really doing. It was less Cindy than I'd ever seen Cindy do before. I was just really proud of the way she came out.
Would you say she's the strongest person on the team?
Strongest person on the team, I still would say would be Summer, because Summer had a unique ability to diagnose what each one of us could do and then delegate that properly.
Summer, can you explain a little bit the rationale behind making everyone sort of a micro project manager and delegating to the point where they were really in charge of the content of each of these different commercials?
Well, I thought it was appropriate, since we had 4 people, that each one could take one of the concepts. We all wanted to separate so that we could think by ourselves and then come back, and then I would, you know, take a look at it and make sure it was what we wanted.
You delegated a lot in this task, which may have been smart strategically, or may have been just the way you thought it was the most effective. But of the 3 different commercials, which was the weakest and which was the strongest in your opinion? And I know you have an opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I know our strongest was the 1-hour heating and air conditioning.
Which was Cindy's. And which do you think was the weakest?
The other 2 were kind of the same for me. But I knew that 1-hour heating and air conditioning was
The amazing thing is they felt so strong. They were in love with this group.
Oh, wow. Right.
It wasn't like, oh, gee, I thought they were both good. And, you know, I have that sometimes, too, where 2 teams are almost like tied.
Right.
And I always feel guilty. I feel very guilty firing someone when they're basically the same.
Yeah.
They felt you were just not nearly as good.
Well, and I have to respect that because they clearly know what their brand is. That was one of the things that I was really worried about. I wasn't 100% sure that we understood exactly how conservative they wanted to be. We were really, I mean, we had long conversations about should we be edgy at all or should we be conservative? So maybe we, you know, maybe we missed the boat on that.
Cindy, you're a great songwriter. What did you think of your performance? Because the executives were surprised because they really expected to hear more from you in terms of the voice.
I had no voice, so for a time experience.
You lost your voice?
Yeah, for experience.
Does that happen often?
No, that's what kind of.
How did that
freaked me out.
happen?
Well, I'm allergic to dust really badly. When we went to that place in the morning, it had a lot of dust, and that's part of it. And my allergies, and also no sleep. Kind of like the survival course.
You know, the executives really loved your voice. They just wished they heard more from you. So, Curtis, who would you fire if you were me?
I would imagine that the onus of responsibility probably falls on Summer as project manager.
All right, look, I want 3 people in this room, not 4.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have to tell me who should not be fired. Not an easy chore, but you're gonna have to do that. Who should not be fired? Come on, Summer.
Holly shouldn't be fired.
You think Holly was outstanding?
Mm-hmm.
Is that because of past performance or on this task?
She was just awesome. I mean, Cindy was fantastic. Holly's just, she's consistent.
So, Holly, enjoy your suite at Trump Tower. The rest of you go out. You'll come back in a minute. Somebody will be fired. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh, you're gonna
have fun.
It ain't fun.
Have fun in there.
Please, can I stay with you? I don't want to go with that group.
All right, who do we think's gonna go?
Curtis.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Holly. Come in. Come in.
Hey.
So, Holly, let's cut to the chase. Who's going? Who do you think?
You know, I really don't want Summer to go, but I mean, if you have to look at it, Cindy was, you know, really in charge of those jingles. We thought our jingles were hot, but you know what? We were so scared to go edgy. Like, we were so scared of those guys. I don't know, you guys. Who do you guys think is going home?
I think, honestly, it's, you know what?
Curtis.
It's either going to be Curtis or Summer.
I'm so sorry we lost you guys.
Me too. I did everything that I was asked. I really tried.
No, I know, you did. Everybody did.
Eric, what do you think?
I think Summer was a decent leader, but I think ultimately the responsibility probably falls on her.
Ivanka?
I think Curtis generally seems to not have the respect of the people that remain.
Very interesting. Okay. Amanda, let him in.
Your job is ready. You can go back in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sit down, please.
Hi.
Never a good position to be in.
Oh, I can't stand losing. I don't like it at all. I'm competitive. I wanted the $40,000 for my charity. And I thought we had a pretty good product, but apparently not.
Why is it that the other team seems to dislike you so much, Curtis? You seem like a hell of a nice guy to me. I don't get it.
I'm a bit surprised as well, Mr. Trump, to be honest. I haven't had much to do at all with Maria. And Sharon and I, we've exchanged, maybe it's a colonial joke that she's sort of having. You know, the English and the Aussies go back and forth a bit. But I get on quite well with Sharon up until right now.
I'm a little bit disappointed in you, though, because they were really hitting you hard, and you sort of didn't fight back.
I speak really respectfully to women, Mr. Trump, and you know, I don't think that it was appropriate that I start screaming across the table at them.
Okay. Summer, who do you think I should fire?
I honestly can't answer that question.
I think you're going to have to.
Really?
Because otherwise, you're going to get fired. So you're the project manager. If you can't answer that question, you're going to get fired.
Cindy did everything that I told her to do. She worked extremely hard. If you weren't to fire me, then the only other person to fire would be Curtis.
But what does that mean if I weren't to fire you?
Listen, in our group, I tasked everybody to do a job. Holly did a job, that's why I sent her back. She did a great job. Cindy did a wonderful job putting our jingles together. I had to bring 2 people in here.
But Summer, who should I fire? Should I fire you or should I fire Curtis? I'm not going to fire Cindy because she really doesn't come into this equation.
Yeah.
I think. Do you agree with that?
I agree.
Okay, so Cindy, unless you say something really stupid, which is possible, you're not going to be fired, all right? In fact, get out of here. You're not going to be fired. Go.
It's down to us.
Curtis, please move over. What did you think of Summer as the project manager?
Mr. Trump, I've got a lot of respect for Summer, and I think that she made some really good decisions, and at every point you have to go left or you have to go right. We had to stay conservative or we had to be a bit more edgy, and we had that conversation, and I was actually the one that brought it up and said, are you comfortable with where we're at? Shouldn't we be a little bit edgier, or should we be a little, or should
Did
we
you
not?
want to be more edgy?
I just wanted to bring it up and give Summer the option. I felt that
Is that true, Summer?
Yeah, no, he did.
So he was probably right.
But I completely understand the position Summer was in.
Curtis,
She had to
don't
make
you
a
think
decision.
that Summer's been a very, very strong player? And wouldn't you think it would be a shame to fire her at this point?
Absolutely, Mr. Trump. She has been a strong player. She's won one of the challenges, and this time she lost one.
I mean, going forward, are you more likely to beat the other team, which is quite formidable at this point,
right,
or is Curtis, and why?
So going forward, I do think that I'm a stronger player.
What about in the past?
In the past, I think I've been a very strong player.
Curtis, what do you think?
I think you should fire Summer. She was a project manager, so at the end of the day, the decisions came down to Summer.
I mean, that is a tough situation, Summer. Let's face it.
Curtis, you didn't seem very loud about wanting to make this commercial a little bit more edgy. In fact, when I saw you guys, I think you hardly said anything to me. You were very quiet. And I have to say, to Summer's defense, she really was front and center. She was she was there. She was all over the task.
Absolutely, and I think the way that I work is if I'm not the project manager, I don't want to derail her agenda. At the end of the day, she has a vision and she wants to achieve that. I did voice my opinion with Summer, and she'd taken it into account, and then she'd
Curtis,
moved on with it.
why should I fire Summer over you?
Because I've won a challenge, and I was very instrumental in winning the first one that was the Diner Challenge. Summer's won one, and now
Summer,
she's
he
lost
has
one.
been a strong player. You've both been strong players, but he has been a strong player.
Yeah, he has been a very strong player.
You're having a hard time with it, right?
Listen, I am.
Summer, you're having a hard time, right? Who should I fire?
Well, I'm going to say Curtis.
And why should I fire Curtis?
I was project manager and I tasked people to do things. It was difficult for Curtis to be involved because we had our jingles set by Cindy, our commercials set by Holly, and what was hard for Curtis was to get the Australian accent out of the creative of his jingle.
Okay, I understand
So I can't
that,
fault
but that's
him
not
for
his
that.
fault.
Exactly.
Right.
So nothing is his fault. I'm saying Curtis because I want to be on the show. I want to compete for my charity.
That's
and
not
I think
a
I'm a strong
compelling reason, though. You haven't been in this boardroom before.
Right.
Curtis has been here quite a few times.
Right.
You have been stronger to date.
Right.
You're not saying any of that. So either you're sort of giving up, or you really don't believe anything you're saying and you do think he's stronger than you going
Well,
forward.
I think you do bring up a good point. I have not been in this boardroom. Every single time the girls...
You should have brought up this point.
I know I should have. But can I bring it up now?
I think it's a little late for that. It's a very tough situation, Summer. You're a great player. You really are a great player. But you are the project manager.
Correct.
And you haven't given a very strong argument for you to stay. Summer, you're fired.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
That's okay. Bye, you guys. Eric,
Thank
you did
you,
a good job.
Thank you, Summer.
Bye,
Hi,
Ivanka.
Summer. Thank you.
That's all right.
Oh, honey. Good luck, sweetie.
Thank
Give
you.
those kids a big squeeze for me.
I will.
Hi.
Tough decision.
She's a great person. You don't get better, but she was the project manager. They lost.
I think that's right. She wasn't able to defend herself.
It sucks to be fired. I'm probably one of the most competitive people out there, first of all, so I hated losing. And then to hear the words, "you're fired," is awful. I've never been fired in my life. I don't want to be fired again. I realized that somebody had to go. It's not fun to hear the words.